I think dating is harder for women in the sense that it's like, oh, women are socially conditioned to like fear and be wary of men. So, you know, every single time a guy comes up and does the courage to ask a girl out, she has to go through like a million possibilities of like, can I trust him? Is he safe? Is he gonna put something in my drink? If I don't reject him in the right way, is he gonna get aggressive? Is he gonna call me a bitch? Blah, blah, blah. So I think like that makes dating really difficult for women. But I think ultimately it affects both negatively because now everyone's paranoid and worried about each other.
I mean, like, we literally just saw that on Twitter.
Yeah.
Like, this week. The brick. Heard around the world.
A
You didn't see that?
A woman rejected a guy and he hit her in the face with a brick.
Yeah.
On it. Wait, do we see the video? Like, do you actually see the video of her getting hit?
There's,
She takes the video immediately
in the
after.
hospital. It's in the hospital, but she definitely got
'Cause
clocked.
I-
But there's
by a
another
brick.
video of her
After
right after
it
it happened.
happened.
Yeah.
I saw the photo of the injury, and then I think I saw the video where she was blaming men for having not protected her in the situation. But then I saw a video she had released either right before she went out where she was basically talking shit about men. And then she was like, but I also saw, wait, no. Hold on. There was another video that came out where, fuck, what did she do? She like, she slapped a guy.
That's dumb.
It was
or
a skit,
something.
though.
What?
It was a skit. All of her content prior to that, they were skits. It even said in her bio, like, all work is consensual, blah, blah, blah.
Well, she
So,
could say that as like a plausible denied, like, but
It looked like a skit. Like
it
this,
looked like she hit him pretty fucking hard, if I recall.
I mean, it could be a kink thing. Who knows? I don't know. Like, but again, when she's in the
Maybe
situation,
it
the
was a
people
kink
that are
for him to like throw a brick at her.
But do you
but
think
it's
that's
not-
I'm just
acceptable?
saying, obviously it's not. I'm just making the point of like, wow, like I don't even
if
know
it's a
anything about it.
consensual
I'm not trying to
kink-
defend this guy for like throwing a brick at her, but I'm just like,
If it's a
maybe
kink-
it's a kink, like I don't know.
But
I
if
just think
it's
that's, like, a
consensual,
odd
if it's
excuse.
consensual and she's hitting him in the face and that's what he wants, that's completely different than her saying, "No, I don't want your number," and somebody picking up a brick and smashing her in the
Yeah,
face. Those
yeah,
are two
obviously.
completely different scenarios. Right.
Yeah,
Like they're not even
obviously.
comparable.
If it is a kink, but you were just like throwing it out there.
Because it could be.
But
If
we
it's
don't know.
consensual, we don't, but it's a skit. So
Okay.
obviously the slap
Yeah.
was consensual whether it was a kink or not.
The way she was acting in the video, she seemed pretty fucking loose, not in a sexual sense, but like loose in her behavior. Like, I mean, if you're acting
does
like
that
a
justify-
fucking
I don't think,
idiot,
that
no,
doesn't
I'm not saying it.
justify that?
No, I'm not saying it justifies anybody being physically assaulted, but if you're acting like a fucking lunatic, like there's other crazy people out there that don't have the like that don't abide by the social contract, and if you tread on them in any way, they're going to be like, fuck this person, I'm a
Smash
Do
him
you
in the
think
face with a
Nazis
brick.
should get punched? Literally.
What's that?
Do you not
Do
hear
you
how
believe
that
in
sounds?
wait? Do you believe in that Nazis should get punched out of curiosity?
Do I believe? This is an interesting question. Well, I don't think that I object to Nazis. Certainly. Do I think we'd have to define specifically what you mean by Nazi, and then what are they saying? But across the board, I'm against physical violence.
Okay, so you agree with the brick scenario? Is like you're against it, right?
I'm against it, but like, is it shocking to me if you go out in public and you're like talking shit to people? I don't know what this woman did, so I'm only speculating. I saw one video where she was really it seemed like she was acting very, very wild. If you go out in public, I don't know if she was in some like bar environment where alcohol's involved, like if you're acting like a fucking moron in an environment where people are drinking heavily and you're like antagonizing people, not everybody has their head screwed on straight. So you got to like there's a lot of violence when you're out at bars and clubs. People constantly get into fights. If it wasn't the case, they wouldn't need bouncers. They wouldn't need securities in nightclub environments. So she was out night on the town. Again, I don't know the full details. I don't know the full context of what happened. I didn't see all the videos. I did see a video. She was acting like pretty out of pocket with some of her shit. So should she have been physically assaulted? No. But like, if it's not surprising, does that make sense?
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, sure. I see where you're coming from.
I
where it's
agree with
like-
you.
Like if I go to a dangerous neighborhood and I'm antagonizing the people
Right.
in the neighborhood, like
You're asking for it.
I'm asked, like it's.
No, I agree with you.
I'm just curious. We can't really say anything without the full context.
Right.
So that's a problem.
Yeah, I
This
only
is specul-
I didn't see
yeah.
the full video. So anyways,
Because if what she's saying is accurate, obviously, again, we don't know. But if what she's saying is accurate and a man asked her for her phone number and she rejected him and his response was to pick up a brick and hit her in the face,
wrong.
I think that there is no justification whether her
Right.
prior content pictured her slapping men consensually or whatever the case may be. It doesn't justify it.
If-
Obviously, those men don't know that she has these skits online and that that's the type of person she is when she got hit in the face. So there is no
Right.
justification of it.
Right.
If the details are, guy approached her, she rejected him, he picks up a brick and smashes her in the face, absolutely wrong.
Right.
If a girl rejects you, oh hey, nice to meet you, have a good night.
Yeah.
Like that's it. It's just move on, you know.
And
All right.
I mean,
Here,
I
but
guess.
let's move on from that. It's kind of irrelevant.
Well, but
It's
what I was-
unrelated. Well, let me just
Oh yeah. Sorry, I have one more thing to say because
related to the brick thing.
Well,
or?
it's tying back into what we were talking about before.
Okay,
Just
go ahead.
that's why what she was saying about women when we get approached in bars or whatever, because we do have to have that process and that analysis of like the potential things that could possibly happen when a man asks to take us out or get our phone number or whatever the case may be. So that's the only thing I wanted to say, and that's why your point made sense and why we brought it up in the first place. But we just have to think about
Let me
that.
ask you a question, Pixie. So if I went out to like a bar and I walked up to a guy with not threatening physical violence, but I just started calling him a pussy over and over, you might say that it would be wrong for him to physically attack me, but should I be surprised if he does?
No, like that's yeah.
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 Yeah. So, okay. So, like, I wouldn't be surprised. Like, if I just walked
Yeah.
up to a big dude and I was like, dude, you're a fucking pussy. Like, I'm like, there's a pretty good chance, like,
Yeah.
I might get
Hot
hit.
shit get hit.
Should I get hit? No. But I shouldn't be surprised when I do. So let's see. We have a couple chats here. We have